shut that the fuck off. And yeah, as you can see, it's a little wonky. Let me see if I can get me better in there. All right. Now, let's see if this thing's actually going. Guess I shouldn't have closed that. Oh. Hey Google, shut off light. Morning, Joyce.
Sorry, I don't understand.
Hey Google, shut off light. Well, I guess it is working if you popped in here and were able to talk, but I am going to still try to open up the live stream on the laptop so I can read the messages easier. Content. I tried 3 different times on the laptop to get it done, but it did not work. They recorded what I did, because there's like 27 seconds, 55 seconds, 1 second. But yeah. All right. Get there. All right, come on. What's going on? Come on. Let's pop this bad boy out. Boom, there we go. Good morning, Dave. How you doing? I guess I don't quite get that big to read. Come on. And let's close some of this shit up. Uh-oh. What was that noise? No, they're still here. Just in a pony. I'll give it a few more minutes to talk about Lagertha. No, not currently in the shop. I'll give you that much, but more than likely fucking gonna have to head there. Or just might be dead because of funding. I'll give it a few more minutes, and then I'll get into what happened with Lagertha. Actually, you know what? I will start to tell you all about Lagertha once this joint, I get a joint rolled or a cone rolled. Wow, 38 months. I think you still may be able to hear this. Well, we'll turn it up, make sure you can. Did you look up what that code is? Good morning, Tone. Oh, I did do I have did a hard reset. Hey, little fox, how you doing? All right, we got nine people in here. That's a decent amount. So I'll get to talking to what happened. So on Saturday night, I was heading home. I used the cruise control a lot. Go through North Shore. At North Shore, you got to drop down to 55. And as I'm get on the other side, I try to accelerate back up to um, 65, and as soon as you start getting a little too hard on the gas, it slips. So I just leave the cruise control on, and get Lagertha home. Did a tiny bit of research, said that, one cause can be dirty trans oil. They suggest replacing it every 60 to 100,000 miles. Mine's 120. So on Sunday, or no, that was Friday. My bad. That was Friday that happened. On Saturday, I had plans to go with a friend to go see Jurassic Park and do some other stuff, and so I was like, oh, I'll just get up early. I'll run in, have the transmission fluid changed, and and I thought I'd be good to go. So I get up that morning, start heading to Brawley. There's an oil change place that is listed as doing trans stuff as well. However, when I get to Calipat and come to the stop, it doesn't want to move at all for a couple of seconds, and then it grabs and catches on, and had to kind of really putt my way the rest of the way to Brawley. And I get to that place. Well, I get next door. I pull into AutoZone because they have a parking spot there that's got good shade and whatnot. So I go over next door to talk to them. Oh, we don't do transmission fluid anymore. I was like, well, your sign says transmission service and on the internet. Maybe you should think about changing that. So then I decide, well, no light is on or anything like that. So I'm gonna still run my still going to run my, what is it? The diagnostics, the code scanner. And I get transmission codes 17, P1735, P1736, and P0, I think 780 or 708, one of the two. And most of them are either tied to dirty transmit or one of the causes that they, give you on the little list of shit was the output speed sensor and dirty transmission fluid. Well, couldn't really find the filters that I needed for transmission fluid, and to be honest with you, I want to pay somebody else to do that, not me. Just because usually those things, when they do them, they're not much more expensive than buying the fucking part. So yeah. Well, that was just the closest place why I was going there. Last time I took it to Honda, yeah. Last time I took it to Honda. So I end up buying the output sensor, speed sensor, and then go start to drive it. Think I've fixed the problem. About 4 blocks down the way, it starts to do the slip and shit again. And that is where we're at. My Lagertha's at a friend's. Well, not necessarily a friend's hotel room. Currently. Yeah, Dave, you got any suggestions other than I was thinking about getting a mobile mechanic to change out the transmission fluid and filters? Because not only is there I think there's a filter inside the transmission, but there's one outside the transmission going from the transmission to the radiator cooler. Oh, not a trans guy. And right now I'm broke as fuck. So yes, if you would like to donate to the cause, PayPal, CashApp, well, all right. So the reason why I say that is because I've seen the transmission filter that goes to the radiator. Like when I replaced the radiator, had visible, like I saw it. I know that's the case. However, when I went to look up on for an oil or transmission filter for my thing, for the Honda, it doesn't show a can filter. It shows this other type thing. It looks kind of like a flat filter, but it's in It looks like it's in a plastic enclosure that you screw up in there. But yeah, I got home kind of late last night. So I guess probably after I get off here. Yeah, right. It does sound like an internal filter, but I've seen the external one, so I know that's a legit thing. Um, wow. Did you get the red color on your membership thing when you hit 36 months? Is that when that turned red? Uh-oh, what now? But yeah, I'm hoping that it's just the transmission. Well, shit, I'd rather have my problems than Nemo's. I will say that. Nah, man, he's being deported from London. Uh, you want to type this out, yo? I haven't spoken with him directly. Joyce has talked to him. Uh, from my understanding, is when he got there, like you're supposed to have all your stuff sort of lined up where you're going to stay, blah blah blah, and there was somebody that was going to be covering for him for that stuff, and they never answered the phone for immigration. Do I got that right? Is that how it went? Easier for me to say and you correct type than having you type all that shit out. Is it like a permanent ban or a ban for a couple of years unless he pays legal services? Damn, I'm surprised more people aren't locked up in the UK than if it's guilty until proven innocent. He farted on my toast. Agreed. Seems pretty petty for sure. Well, if ICE lives up to, or if all that lives up to the laws and Constitution, but they're ignoring that. To be honest, I worry more about him coming back into the United States than his 4-day fucking stint in China. I mean, do we know what day he's supposed to arrive back in the United States? Because if we don't hear from him on that day, we need to fucking make a stink about where is he, where is he, where is he. Coming in, that's Disney's birthday. Coming in on Disney's birthday. Well, maybe things will go good then. All right. Yeah, like like I said, I worry about more the I'm going to Disneyland. Hey, Dave. Do you remember the name of the mechanic that you sent AJ to? Do you think they know stuff about transmissions? Do you think they do mobile stuff? I'm right there with you, Joyce. And not only that, but I ain't got a way to make the money for my payment. Oh, right on. Well, at least it sounds like you might have found the right neighborhood to go to. Now, I think it's called I Pull You Pull. They were having a sale on transmissions, but I don't think there's one around me. So does your third slip? Does it chug? What's it doing? Cause yeah, uh, you can get a used tranny too, man. Oh, son of a bitch. Thank you, man. Cut and paste it so I got that for later. Right on. Well, that's true. There are some that will be low mileage. However, that doesn't mean that you can't find low mileage as well. There we go. Well, like I said, the I pull, you pull franchise was doing. I saw it last week. I don't know if it's this week too, but uh, I know trans service is pretty easy. Other than like, it's the heat that will fuck with me. And also, if I have to drop the pan to get a filter inside there, I'd rather have somebody else doing that, because they'll have the stuff to drain into and whatnot. And like, it is probably what I'll end up doing anyways, is doing it myself. Yeah. Good morning, Iceman. Did you have to pop off the pan to do it? And your truck sits up higher than mine. It's a 2004 with 305,000 miles on it. Didn't end up going to see it. Did not end up going to see it. I had vehicle problems. Oh, he must be starting at the beginning. Yeah, lean back so you can see me. Keep forgetting that that's the camera, not that. Yeah, I wonder what the deal is. It must be a, hopefully it was a Streamlabs thing and they'll get that shit fixed. Oh. So how was everybody else's weekend? Good morning, my back hurts. How you doing? Right on. Good choice. Mountains or beach to escape the heat. Yeah, having transmission issues. Oh, he must be starting from the beginning too. Yeah, if you hear this and it's still around 8:50, my back hurts. Type in that you're caught up. That you're but I think you started at the beginning. Oh, fuck. Not really, Grand Flash. It is over half the country away. Good morning, Robert. Oh. Texans/Mexicans. Don't forget they came up to help. Oh, that'd probably be like a $7 tip down in Imperial County. Yeah, a little bit more, sure. Especially the fob ones, huh? Well, then switch it out for whoever you do like. Check your settings, man. Oh shit, 9 o'clock, but I did get a late start, so I'll go longer. All right, got another one rolled, so we'll roll with it. All right, we'll light it. Oh, all right, before I do that, let me get this battery on the charger. God, I was getting warmer for real. I knew I was getting warmer. I just thought maybe it was. What up, Angie? How you doing? Shit, that's all I do is sweat. Yeah, it is a little humid today here too. I've only used it a couple of times. And I think every time, oh no, there was one time I didn't have shit delivered to a CTV. What's CTV? Or CVT? Yeah, Pangy. I'll try to give you never heard of that, but all right. So on Friday night, heading home, it started to when I went through a town and lowered the my speed to go through North Shore. I started to speed up after I got out of it, and it started to slip and wasn't doing anything. So I just like let it be where it was. Just said, "Oh, it'll take me longer to get home, but it's going, so let's go." And get it home. I was going to be doing something with a friend on Saturday, so I decided I would get up early because I started looking into the problem, and something that commonly came up and is the cheapest to do was replace the transmission fluid in it. So uh, um, uh, so trying to head to Brawley because there was an oil change place that was supposed to do them as well. Um, and when I get to Calipat at that stop sign, uh, it didn't want to go at all for a second. And uh, it eventually catched and took off and had to really limp it into Brawley. I get into Brawley. The dude doesn't do transmission work. And so I'm digging more into it as I'm there because I got my code reader. I see if there's any codes. There was. And most of them tied into either dirty transmission fluid, which is probably the case. Well, or the what is it? The output speed sensor on the transmission, and I could get that part. They didn't have the filter for doing a transmission fluid swap, and so I put that sensor in. Thought I had it working, and then about 4 blocks it started to slip again, and that's where we're at right now. So I do need to get uh, change the transmission fluid through it. Yeah, and I'm broke right now, which is what sucks. I mean, luckily I'll get some Prop 22 money tomorrow, but yeah, that was $70 down the tube. Uh, he was run out of here. I haven't really priced a trans. No. It's probably something that I'm gonna be looking into today. for allegedly being creepy with a minor. Yep, drain fill. I don't know, Steve. All right, you have a good one too. Don't work too hard. Yeah, and I really would have thought that that inline trans cooler filter, that would have been super easy to find, but it doesn't come up at all in for that. Right on. That sounds like a good way to spend the day. Beautiful weather. Probably got a breeze even, huh? And a buck 10 here. Oh shit. And you left? Oh, I can swap it out. I'm not, well, I have the knowledge. Whether or not I have all the equipment is a whole nother thing. But I think you drop that this one, not pull it out. So if you drop that, what's that, Deborah? A rebuilt transmission. I I have faith in Lagertha. I have a real good feeling, and here's why I think that the fluid is the problem. Is because it's when it starts to get warmed up. The motor starts to get warmed up, the transmission starts to get up, the transmission fluids warm up, loses its viscosity, and then oh well, now I know the price of one. Is it close to me too? Oh no, I appreciate it. And like I said, is it close to me? Because that's good to have, you know. I'm just a broke rich hoping for the fucking cheapest fix, Deborah. And she's treated me well. $3.99 delivered to the door. Well, at least that gives me a fucking price point to start at. But also this time of fucking year, I don't know. Might be better to pay somebody to do it and get it done quicker. Well, so here's the thing. If it's not the fluid, the two other things that it could be are either the solenoids, the ABC solenoids, and that's fucking $600 because they tell you to go with um, um, OEM stuff on that, uh, or plates inside the transmission. And at that point, probably just better to do the $3.99 delivered. According to the codes that was thrown anyways. Well, Deborah, I, I appreciate that, but I'll fucking drive the shit out of her. Shit's gonna go wrong. And, you know, I do get kind of discouraged because a lot of people have said, "Oh, those transmissions are only good for about 150,000 miles," and this wasn't a person who necessarily liked elements. They just were working on their daughters, um, or for somebody else, and they're like, "Choo, choo, choo." I saw that. And no, that doesn't make you dumb. in a hotel parking lot. I did get a couple days worth of air conditioning out of it, though. I was hanging out in a hotel room. So, no, not fixed. Yeah, timing does suck. I mean, I wish it would have hit me up with when I had the money for going to Disneyland. You know, then all I would have been doing is canceling Disneyland and not getting some shit. Oh. I will keep that in mind. Well, we are at, well, I'll stay till 1 hour 15. Ooh, you got your gremlins eradicated. Nice. New windshields are nice, aren't they? You can see so good. All right, you take care, Deb. Yeah, I need my radio fixed as well. Wow. Makes you want to bust one every couple of years or every 120,000 miles, let's say. Oh, damn. Right on. 200 bucks every couple of years for a nice being able to see clear again. Especially for, nomads who travel. Part of the reason why they travel is because they like to look at what's out there while they're driving along the highway. I mean, I've hung out with that Slab City diary cat a couple of times, and we've both remarked about how the drive up is just a nice drive. Put that ceramic tint on so that the heat doesn't come in. Oh, nice. All right on. Have you seen scientists are starting to think that we're inside of a black hole? Have you seen that? Oh, I want to get as dark as possible with Lagertha. Partially because I don't need cops seeing me accept orders. All right, I am past the 115 mark. I'm gonna get out of here so I can get to figuring shit out until the next one. But I got Arizona plates, and I'll call bullshit on that. In Palm Springs, there's all kinds of people with way darker than 30. Anyways, until the next one, peace, love, and all that hippie jazz.